Today's game marks the final appearance during the regular season for both these squads. Both will be moving on to the playoffs next week. Both programs with proud traditions here in the OEC. A little bit different format here today. We'll introduce the starters from Santiago Canyon, and then we will introduce both the starters and sophomores for Saddleback on what is the equivalent of sophomore day here in Mission Viejo. They come in at 14-2-3 overall. They are 10-1-2 in the Orange Empire Conference. Let's meet the starters from Santiago Canyon College, the Hawks. A sophomore keeper, number 1, Crystal Maxey. A freshman defender, number 3, Brisa Mariscal. Sophomore defender, number 4, Kira Hanna. A sophomore forward, number 8, Megan Lapis. A freshman midfielder, number 9, Sloan de Torres. A sophomore midfielder, number 10, Marlene Ruiz. Sophomore midfielder, number 14, Jordan Salinas. Freshman defender, number 15, Jordan Lamastra. A sophomore defender, number 21, Elise Valenzuela. A freshman forward, number 26, Raylene Cherez. And a sophomore forward, number 30, Sheila Sanchez. The head coach, Ian Woodhead. Assistant head coach, Christy Medlin. Assistant coaches, Evelyn Gomez, Brian Ortiz, Sukanya Sakfum. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the starters and sophomores for the 2023 Orange Empire Conference champion, Saddleback Bobcats. A keeper, a freshman, 5'8", 00 Dublin Sinnott. A sophomore, 5'5" forward out of Capistrano Valley, number 2, Abby Grabowski. At 5'6", and a sophomore midfielder out of Huntington Beach, number 6, Emma Totally Radzai. At 5'6", a sophomore midfielder out of Capistrano Valley, 7, Alexa Livingstone. At 5'4" and a sophomore forward out of Esperanza, number 9, the leading scorer in the state, Chloe Green. At 5'4" and a sophomore out of San Juan Hills, 11, Alexis Wright. At 5'3" and a freshman forward out of Milliken, number 13, Angelita Nieto. At 5'4" and a sophomore midfielder out of Norco, 14, Camille Wilson. At 5'9" and a sophomore defender out of Newport Harbor, 15, Alyssa Sims. At 5'8" and a freshman forward out of Big Sky in Montana, 16, Maisie Kasberg. At 5'5" and a sophomore forward of Pacifica, 20, Christina Santoyo. At 5'6" and a sophomore midfielder out of Aliso Niguel, 21, Avalon Valowski. At 5'9" and a sophomore defender out of San Juan Hills, 23, Summer Hackett. At 5'9" and a sophomore, a defender out of Dana Hills, 25, Carly Osorio. At 6 foot and a sophomore, defender out of Marina, 28, McKenna Pua. And at 5'8" and a sophomore defender out of Edison, number 30, Sophia Drake. The head coach, BJ McNichol. Assistant coaches, Sean Melendez, Cole Phipps, Stephen Fagundes, Melissa Rangel, and Sierra Moore. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you could please rise as willing and able, face the scoreboard end of the stadium where the flag flies as we play our national anthem.
Good afternoon and welcome to Saddleback College for today's Orange Empire Conference women's soccer matchup. It's a good one today, visiting Santiago Canyon Hawks against the host Saddleback Bobcats here at Saddleback Stadium. Final game of Orange Empire Conference regular season play. These teams are both two of the top contenders in the state of California in women's soccer. Santiago Canyon comes in 14-2-3, having clinched second place in the conference with a 10-1-2 Orange Empire Conference record. However, they face the team that they lost to in conference play, the unbeaten Saddleback Bobcats. Saddleback is 18-0-1 on the year, 12-0-1 on the season, clinched the Orange Empire Conference Championship with the victory over Irvine Valley on Tuesday, and they have not lost in 370 days. The defending state champions, defending national champions in the United Soccer Coaches Junior College Level 3 poll in 2022, ranked number 1 in that same poll this season. Their last loss was November 4th, 2022, 370 days ago, a year and 5 days, and that loss, interestingly enough, came at the hands of Santiago Canyon, a 1-0 victory for the Hawks. The last time the Bobcats tasted defeat. This season, they've gone 605 minutes coming in today without giving up a goal. That's the equivalent of about 6.5 games. They've outscored their opponents 82-5 on the season, defeated Santiago Canyon in the first round of play at Santiago Canyon 5-1. We are just about ready for the kickoff. Beautiful day here in Mission Viejo. Saddleback Stadium, College Drive East, as I like to call it. 77 degrees at game time. A little bit of a Santa Ana wind going today. Wind out of the north. That's left to right on your screen as you watch. And we are underway. I am Mark Spinn. Thank you for joining us here for Saddleback College soccer action production of the Cinema, Television, and Radio Department here at Saddleback College. Our Chief Engineer Extraordinaire, Matt Brodet, Cameraman Extraordinaire, Skip Rocks, coordinating all the technical things so we can bring you this game. Saddleback in their home cardinal and gold. Santiago Canyon in their visiting white with the blue trim. Saddleback starts Dublin Sinnott in goal. She's 11-0, 14 starts, a .45 goals against average. You knew it was going to be low because of the fact that Saddleback hasn't given up a goal in 605 minutes coming into this game. And she has 5 shutouts on the season, Sinnott does. Crystal Maxey gets the start and goal for Santiago Canyon. It's her 10th start. She's got 1 shutout, 7-1-1. Another impressive goals against average, 0.66. Santiago Canyon with some action up the right sideline into the goal box. Kind of kicked around a little bit by the Bobcats, but Sinnott falls on it. No harm done. Summer Hackett, number 23. For the Bobcats, deflected it into the 6-yard box, and Sinnott recovered it and kicks it away to midfield. Here come the Hawks and the Bobcats and Santiago Canyon. A long time Orange Empire Conference women's soccer power under Coach Ian Woodhead. They have won or shared 15 of the last 17 dating back to 2004. Orange Empire Conference women's soccer titles, including last year, 2022, although Saddleback came on to win the state championship and the national championship in that United Soccer Coaches poll. Santiago Canyon, a force to be reckoned with. The 5-1 loss to Saddleback, one of their only 2 defeats on the season. Interestingly enough, in the conference, the 1 loss and the 2 draws, both of the draws were against Orange Coast College. Currently down in 4th position, tied for 4th in the Orange Empire Conference. Our referee, man in the middle today, is Nathan Max in the purple. Our linesmen are Lauren Barnett and Abdi Rizkak Yuma. No score, 0-0. We're just underway. We're in the 4th minute. If you're not familiar with community college soccer, they use a countdown clock where the scoreboard starts at 45 minutes and goes down. It will go down to 2 minutes and then stops. The scoreboard clock will stop, and the referee Max, will keep the last 2 minutes of regulation plus any stoppage time on the field in both halves. We won't probably know how much stoppage time is added. They don't hold up a digital sign or announce that, but we'll do our best to try and guesstimate when we get to that point. Right now, we're just 5 minutes into the game, 0-0. Long shot attempt there. Goal kick for the Bobcats. Santiago Canyon is one of those teams that does not put numbers on the front of their jerseys, so it may take me a moment with binoculars to spy who is who. That was Sloan de Torres, number 9, who took that shot there. Freshman midfielder out of Portola High School in Irvine. Chloe Green, number 9, for Saddleback. with the ball right now, leads the state with 33 goals, scored a school record 6 in a recent game, and leads the entire state California Community College Athletic Association 3C2A with those 33 goals. She had 2 in the OEC Conference Championship clinching victory Tuesday against Irvine Valley at Irvine Valley. Chloe is one of multiple sophomores. Coach B.J. McNichol is starting today, honoring them for their work in their 2 years of the program here at Saddleback College. Also in community college soccer, there is free substitution. You may be substituted for and re-entered. It's unlimited, so you will see a lot of players come and go and then come back in. Different than, there's a long shot off the top of the crossbar. I don't think anyone expected that to carry that far towards the goal. Beautiful attempt. Caught me unawares from the distance. Beautiful weight on that. I believe that was Alexis Wright, the sophomore midfielder out of San Juan Hills High School. From a good 30 yards out, lofted it, almost caught Maxey. Did catch Maxey off guard. It just caught the top of the crossbar. Beautiful attempt by Alexis Wright. But we remain scoreless. It's 0-0 here. 38.5 minutes to go on the countdown clock here in the first half. Here at Saddleback Stadium, College Drive East. Bobcats in the maroon and gold. Hawks in the white with the blue. Nice long lead pass. That was a nice attempt there by Angelina Nieto. But Maxey came out and cut down the angle. Shot was point blank right into her stomach, and she held onto it. No rebound, and cleared it out of the Hawks' end. Nice play by Crystal Maxey, sophomore goalkeeper from Sonora High School. Santiago Canyon has outscored opponents 64-15, which is impressive. And then you look at what Saddleback has done, outscoring opponents this year 82-5, which is why they're top ranked in the state. Interestingly enough, despite being top ranked in the state and in the United Soccer Coaches National Level 3 Junior College poll, Saddleback is actually behind Chaffee in the Southern California Power Points, which is how they determine the seedings for the Southern Regional State Playoffs, which begin next week with some play-in games, and then first round is next Saturday, the 18th. Right now, even though Saddleback defeated Chaffee earlier this season in their only matchup, Chaffee is ahead by the formula that they use. Chipped into the box there. Easy play for Maxey. One of the Hawk players a little shaken up there, but play continues. Everyone's okay. So Saddleback, this is would be a good quality win, given that Santiago Canyon is also among the power points leaders in the South, although they're further down than you might think because of just the formulation and the way that they calculate it. You need a slide rule and a calculator and a better brain than mine to figure it all out. But we'll see how it shakes out when they announce the playoff pairings this weekend. But it is conceivable that Saddleback could finish behind Chaffee and be the number 2 seed. They would still receive home games up until the regional finals. But it is interesting that a team that they beat head-to-head, and despite their ranking, that they trail in the power points as of today. Bobcats will have a throw-in here on the near sideline. A long shot by Alexis Wright, the only real threat of an offensive push by either team here in the opening minutes. As we mentioned, two good teams, 18-0-1 Saddleback 14-2-3. Santiago Canyon on a beautiful day out on the pitch here at Saddleback Stadium, College Drive East. Long throwing, kind of bounces around into the throwing box, headed around there, and the Hawks clear it out of the penalty area. And now they get a boot on it and get it towards midfield. Dangerous free ball in the scoring area for the Bobcats. But Santiago Canyon was able to clear it. Alexa Livingstone sends it back towards her defensive teammate, Sophia Drake. Raylene Kairez, number 26, fouled there. Free kick now for the Hawks. We'll see what Coach Woodhead's puts together for a set piece here on the free kick from about 35 yards out. Substitutions on. Jordan Salinas, 6 goals on the season, sets up to take the free kick for the Hawks. Jordan's a sophomore out of Santiago High School in Corona. Referee Max signals to go ahead and get it. Nice lofted pass into the box. Flag stayed down. Santiago Canyon had a nice run around the end. That was Christina Benavides, who couldn't quite get direction on the header attempt, and it went wide right. Nice free kick by Salinas to put it into the 6-yard box. Benavides came around the end and stayed onside and had an opportunity, but was wide of the far post. Goal kick now for the Bobcats. 33 minutes to go on the countdown clock. 13th minute. Throw in for Saddleback. Coach B.J. McNichol, coach of the Bobcats since 2012. Also the coach of the brand new men's program at Saddleback College. First year for men's soccer 2023. In the school's history, he's doing double duty as head coach of both programs. The men's team playing at Santiago Canyon today still have a chance to make the top 16 in power points in the men's Southern California regional playoff draw. A win today would definitely help the Bobcats. They were right on the cusp. They were about 14th or 15th as of their 1-1 draw with Irvine Valley on Tuesday. A lot can happen on this last day of the regular season across the 3C2A Southern region. Santiago Canyon trying to work the middle of the field. Nothing doing there. Saddleback. Summer Hackett with a nice cross, streaking into the 6-yard box on a great run. Maisie Kasberg, number 16, out of Missoula, Montana. Beautiful cross from Summer Hackett, just a little bit too much weight on it, and Kasberg couldn't get there. Good push by the Bobcats. Nieto, nice challenge. Knocked away by Elise Valenzuela of Santiago Canyon, number 21. As we're under 31 minutes to play here in the first half, no score, 0-0. Thank you for joining us here on this Saddleback College Department of Cinema, Television, and Radio YouTube live stream of Orange Empire Conference Women's Soccer from here at Saddleback Stadium. Alyssa Sims out of Newport Harbor High School, defensive leader of this outstanding Saddleback defense. As we mentioned, 605 minutes coming into this game. which is now about 620 minutes as we approach 15th minute here in the first half without giving up a goal. Alyssa Sims, one of the primary reasons on that back line for Saddleback. Summer Hackett, another cross into the box, and it's going to be an own goal off of Santiago Canyon on the cross from Hackett. There was no Bobcat home in the 6-yard box, but it went off of a Santiago Canyon defender, deflected past Maxey, who couldn't do a thing about it. So the Bobcats get on the board by way of an own goal against Santiago Canyon after a cross by Summer Hackett. So it's now 1-0, Saddleback 1, Santiago Canyon 0 on the own goal. Nieto and Hackett did a nice job along that right sideline, coming into the penalty area on the near side, near the end line. Hackett took the drop-off pass from Nieto, put the cross into the 6-yard box, and just went right off the hip, it looked like, of a Santiago Canyon defender and into the corner of the net to make the net cords dance. A score for Saddleback on the own goal. 1-0 Bobcats. 28 and a half minutes to go. Here in the first half. Valenzuela sends it up the field. Sophia Drake will head it into the Santiago Canyon bench. Throw in there in front of Coach Ian Woodhead. Hawks go quickly. Emma Radzai, number 6, sends it into Santiago Canyon's end, but the Hawks are there to cut it off. Jordan Salinas. Dublin Senate will take her time and now pick it up and likely send it into the Santiago Canyon end, where they'll try and find Chloe Green. Hawks doing a good job marking Green thus far. Not a lot of touches for the state's leading goal scorer with 33 coming into today's game. She's number 9 for Saddleback. They're right there challenging for that ball. Now it's knocked out of play by the Hawks. Throw in for the Bobcats. Summer Hackett. We'll give it off to Alyssa Sims, who handles most of these throw-ins. Excuse me, that's McKenna Pua, number 28, who took that throw in there for Saddleback. Loose ball around midfield, chased down by Santiago Canyon. Now taken away nicely by Alexa Livingstone. Hawks recover. Saddleback resets and sends it down. That's Pua, number 28. Nieto. Goes off the Bobcats for a goal kick for Santiago Canyon. Saddleback 1. Santiago Canyon 0. 26 minutes to go here in the first half. Final game of the Orange Empire Conference regular season schedule. These teams have both clinched their position. Saddleback, the conference champion. Santiago Canyon, second place. Sophia Drake wins the ball along the sideline, tried to get it up to Livingstone. Santiago Canyon steps in. Foul called there by referee Nathan Max. Free kick, Bobcats take it and go quickly. Pua over to Hackett. Nieto. There's a run down the right-hand side. Emma Radzai had some room along the right side, lost it. And we'll see what the call is. It's going to be a corner for the Bobcats. They're ruling that it went off of Santiago Canyon. So I believe the Bobcats are going to have their first corner kick of the game from the near side on their sideline. Ball is retrieved. Alexa Livingstone, midfielder out of Capitol Valley High School, sends it into the 6-yard box. Nice touch on that, headed out nicely by Santiago Canyon, prevented the Bobcats. Little technical difficulties there, folks, on the audio. Our apologies, but we are back. You didn't miss anything. 22 and a half to go here in the first half. Saddleback leads visiting Santiago Canyon 1-0. Saddleback going left to right in their home Cardinal and Gold. Santiago Canyon in the visiting white. With the black trim. McKenna Pua throw in here on the near sideline for Saddleback. As we reach 22 minutes to go here in the first half. Cleared out nicely. Sheila Sanchez tried to run that down at midfield after a nice clear by the Hawks. Bobcats get it back in. Christina Santoyo battling with a couple of Santiago Canyon defenders. Ball comes free. Nice footwork there. Alexis Wright, number 11 for Saddleback, doing a nice job controlling the ball and sending it in to the penalty area. And the Bobcats are going to have another corner kick from the far side. Alexa Livingstone. A little bit too much weight on that one. Clears across everybody out of the penalty box. Goes off of the Bobcats. There'll be a throw in for Santiago Canyon, looking for the equalizer as they trail 1-0 as we're under 21 minutes to play here in the first half. I am Mark Spen. Thank you for joining us here. As I mentioned, 77 degrees at game time, a little bit of a Santa Ana wind condition, not as bad as it was yesterday. We got a little bit of a breeze coming from the north. That is left to right. Field runs north-south here at Saddleback, the north to the left of your screen. Saddleback has the wind at their back here in the first half, but nothing substantial. Just a little bit of a breeze, so you notice it. Yesterday it was pretty gusty across most of Southern California. Settled down a bit today. Gorgeous autumn weather here in Orange County, here at the gorgeous Saddleback Stadium, 3-year-old facility. Just an amazing multi-purpose facility for Saddleback College athletics, American football, international football, what we call soccer, track and field, lacrosse. That one, free kick, harmlessly goes through the penalty area for a goal kick for Santiago Canyon. The Hawks trail 1-0. 19 minutes to go here in the first half. The only score, the 16th minute, an own goal. Summer Hackett with a nice centering pass. Beautiful cross from along the end line on the right side. It went off of a Hawks defender. There's Chloe Green with it, trying to get around. Good challenge there. Flag goes up. Her progress was nicely impeded. Good job defensively by Kira Mana. Excuse me, that's Kira Hanna. My apologies to Kira Hanna. Hanna did a nice job. Hawks try and get something going up the field, but Saddleback has got multiple players back. Nothing doing for the Hawks. Both teams doing a nice job defensively. Saddleback's had the better of it, dominating the overestimated time of possession statistic in terms of the value of it, but there has been far more action down here in the south end of the pitch as Saddleback has been controlling the offensive action, but the Hawks have done a nice job preventing Saddleback from getting legitimate scoring opportunities. Summer Hackett will take this free kick on the near sideline. Nice free kick by Hackett into the penalty area. Bounces around. Hawks do a nice job clearing that out. Samantha Aguila, 7 goals and 8 assists coming in. Tried to advance that to the right sideline, but Saddleback's there to take it away. And the Bobcats will have a throw in from the far sideline. Hackett down the right-hand side, gets around the defender, got some room on the right, puts a shot on goal, but that's an easy save for Maxey. As Santiago Canyon came over and cut off Summer Hackett's run. Sophomore defender from San Juan Hills had that crossing pass that turned into the own goal for the 1-0 Saddleback lead here, which is the only goal of the game. Livingstone challenging. Bobcats will have a throw-in. Freshman out of El Medina. She's got 10 goals and 4 assists. Number 20. She's there right about the 30-yard line on the football field markings, the American football field markings. And she's coming down the left sideline, trying to get clear of Summer Hackett, see if they can get it to her from Raylene Cairez, but Saddleback sends it back towards the Hawks' end. Kyres has got 8 goals on the season, as does Kristen Smick, number 7 for Santiago Canyon. Salinas keeps it in the Bobcats' end. Sanchez, nice bit of footwork there. Turns and gets it. Tried to get it down the far sideline. Radzai. Livingstone now on the right-hand side, a little bit of room. If she can get around the defender, she does. She's into the penalty area, sends a cross in, just missed the header. It was there. I believe that was Chloe Campagne trying to get a forehead on it for the Bobcats, but it got through on the cross. Livingstone made a nice move, got around the defender, made the crossing pass. Chloe Campagne, number 12, tried to get the forehead on it, but it just eluded her ability to do so. Saddleback keeps it in along the end line, and now the flag is up. And it looks like we'll have a corner again off of the Hawks over the end line into touch. Livingstone will set up for the corner from the far side. Long shot sent into the top of the goal. Again, good accuracy. I believe that was Alexis Wright again. She did that earlier in the game and hit the crossbar on a similar high lofted shot. So she's got that one down. That one was just a little bit too far. But it looks like a legitimate scoring opportunity for her. 10:35 to go here in the first half. It's 1-0. Saddleback leads Santiago Canyon. Bobcats going left to right in their home, Cardinal and Gold. Santiago Canyon now coming right to left, a little bit of room. Some space on the far right side. Centering pass goes off of a Bobcat. It was going to be a shot, but it turned into a centering pass going towards Alyssa Marino, but Saddleback was able to clear it out of there. Ooh, somebody takes a spill going after the ball on the concrete over there. Those cleats will sometimes slide out from you. But everybody's okay, and it's play on as we under 10 minutes now in the first half with Saddleback leading 1-0. Throw in for the Hawks. Emery Simus clears it out for the Bobcats. Radzai stretched to get a boot on it. Couldn't get good direction on it. And Santiago Canyon sends it into the Bobcats bench. Another throw in. So the Hawks have not been able to sustain anything offensively. The pressure has all been from Saddleback. But Santiago Canyon, except for the own goal, really has not allowed serious scoring threats by Saddleback here. Sheila Sanchez gets it up to Kyres. Simus takes it away there. Radzai. Campagne goes back to Radzai down the left-hand side. Good challenge there. I believe that was Jordan Lamastra. Came over to make the challenge. Quick throw in by the Bobcats. Christina Santoyo. Foul on Saddleback. Jordan Lamastra will retrieve it and throw it in for, or they'll set up for a kick after the foul call. Saddleback's had 5 corner kicks thus far, none for Santiago Canyon because they just have not gotten any offensive push. action's all been down towards the south goal. Crystal Maxey in goal for Santiago Canyon. Hasn't had to do much in terms of making save, but she's had to be alert because Saddleback's been around the penalty area most of this first half as we're under 7.5 to go. Chloe Campagne whistled for the foul on Saddleback over there. Here come the Hawks again. Quick pass up the sidelines, just goes into touch. Sanchez can't quite run it down. Saddleback hurry for a throw in, try and get some numbers. But there'll be a halt of play, substitutions. Macy Kasberg, number 16, comes back in. Along with Daniela Yara, number 5. Emma Radzai, number 6. Cleared out by Alyssa Sims. Long, turns into a nice lead pass, but it's going to bounce all the way to Maxey, who comes off the goal box alertly to pick it up at the top of the penalty area and send it down into the Saddleback end. Kyres on a little give and go along the right-hand side, gets the right foot on it. Dylan Sinnott makes the save. Dublin Sinnott, excuse me. It's a nice little give and go. Hard challenge there by Summer Hackett, and it looks like the Hawks will have their first corner kick of the game. Good offensive push right there. The give and go to Kyres. She put a shot on goal, but Dublin Sinnott, the freshman goalkeeper with the .45 goals against average and the undefeated 11-0 record out of Capistrano Valley High School, made the save. The deflection put the ball in a position where Santiago Canyon was still a threat, but Summer Hackett put it over the end line to slow things down. But this sets up this corner here for the Hawks with 5.5 to go here in the first half. Into the box, cleared out. Dangerous, though. It was a good corner. Santiago Canyon getting a little momentum offensively. That was Lamastra, Jordan Lamastra with the corner. High shot, tipped up and away by Sinnott. I believe it just ticked the top of the goalpost. Hard to tell from this angle. I don't think Sinnott actually got a hand on it. I think it actually caught a little bit of the hardware. But regardless, it's over the end line for a goal kick for Saddleback. No benefit of replay up here in our broadcast position, which is high above the western sideline. So sometimes we can't quite exactly see if that made contact with the post, but it was the second legitimate shot on goal that Santiago Canyon's had here in the last couple of minutes. Coach B.J. McNichol, question for referee Nathan Max here at midfield. The discussion continues. Nathan Mack still looking over at B.J. McNichol. I think anything else from Coach McNichol may result in a yellow card. None given here. Yara and Campagne trying to drive it in. It's taken away by Santiago Canyon. Emery Simas now for Saddleback. And again, it's taken away by Salinas of Santiago Canyon. Here come the Hawks. Space in the middle. Turns and fires. Samantha Aguila didn't get a lot of solid contact on that one. Easy save for Dublin Sinnott. Saddleback remains ahead 1-0 here with 3.5 to go in the first half. Again, the clock will stop on the scoreboard at 2 minutes. Final 2 minutes of regulation in the half, plus any added stoppage time, will be kept on the field by referee Nathan Max. We'll do our best to guesstimate. We don't get a signal. Sometimes hard to tell. But right now there's still 3 minutes, so another minute before they'll stop the clock. 3 minutes to go here in the first half. 1-0 Saddleback. Over there on the far left-hand side, Chloe Campagne, nice challenge from the Santiago Canyon defender. And the Hawks have a run up the right-hand side. Crossing over the middle, nice move there. Good challenge. That was Megan Lopez, number 8, who made the good crossover move. Couldn't quite get into a scoring situation because of good pressure defensively by Saddleback. But in the last 5 minutes here in the first half, Santiago Canyon's offensive pressure has come alive after Saddleback had dominated the first 40 minutes of this half. We get to the 2-minute mark, so the clock stops on the scoreboard. And we'll keep our eyes on referee Nathan Max, see if we can get a signal about how much stoppage time might be added as we near the end of the first half. 1-0 Saddleback. Santiago Canyon trying to set something up. Breeza Mariscal, number 3, helps get it up the field. Sophia Drake clears it out of there for Saddleback. Santoyo tried to get it over the cross to Kasberg, but that was intercepted. A little give and go attempt there again by Aguila, trying to get it to Ruiz. Yara tripped from behind, foul called. Ruiz got the foul, tripped her up. Free kick for the Bobcats, and we have probably reached the area where we would be adding stoppage time, or just about. Emery Simas, a little miscommunication between Simas and Maisie Kasberg. Kasberg didn't make the run down the right-hand side, so it goes over the end line for the goal kick for Santiago Canyon. Looking for an equalizer here going into halftime. Saddleback leads 1-0. Sophia Drake will send it back. Chloe Campagne trying to run it down in the corner. Be another goal kick for the Hawks. I believe I just saw referee Nathan Max hold up 2 fingers, so we probably got 2 minutes of stoppage time. Santiago Canyon does a nice job coming out of a crowd along the far sideline. Mariscal, Sheila Sanchez, number 30. Nice interception there. Sanchez with it again on the right. Nice move. But can't get anywhere past the Saddleback front line of defenders. Emery Simas, Aguila challenges. And there is the whistle for the end of the first half. So we've reached halftime here at Saddleback College. College Drive East, Saddleback Stadium, where Saddleback leads visiting Santiago Canyon 1-0 at halftime here in the final game of Orange Empire Conference regular season play between the 2 top teams in the conference. We will be back in 20 minutes for the start of the second half and first half statistics. Our score at halftime, Saddleback 1, Santiago Canyon 0. Welcome back to Saddleback Stadium here on the campus of Saddleback College in Mission Viejo. Beautiful afternoon for a soccer match here on the pitch at Saddleback Stadium, where Saddleback leads visiting Santiago Canyon 1-0 in today's Orange Empire Conference regular season ending contest between the top two teams in the conference. Saddleback clinched the conference championship Tuesday with a 3-0 victory over Irvine Valley. Santiago Canyon clinched second place in the conference earlier this week as well. Saddleback looking to get the number one power points seeding for the upcoming Southern California Regional, which both teams will be a part of, although Santiago Canyon's seeding and Saddleback's, despite being number one in the nation, number one in the state in women's soccer in the polls, are behind Chaffee in the power points, a team that Saddleback beat. We're underway here in the second half. 1-0 Saddleback. First half statistics, each team had 6 shots. Santiago Canyon got a late push in the second half after being shut down for the first 40 minutes. 2 shots on goal for Santiago Canyon, both in the last 5 or 6 minutes of the half. 3 for Saddleback. A couple of saves for both goaltenders, Dublin Sinnott and Crystal Maxey for Santiago Canyon. Saddleback had 5 corners, 1 for Santiago Canyon. The only goal was an own goal against Santiago Canyon. Summer Hackett of Saddleback made a nice cross from the right-hand side near the end line into the 6-yard box, and it went off the hip of a Santiago Canyon defender. Nothing Crystal Maxey could do about that. That made it 1-0 in the 16th minute, and that's where we stand as we are now starting the second half. Saddleback player shaken up, being attended to down on the turf. I don't want to speculate on who until I can see a number. I believe it's Chloe Green, the leading scorer in the state with 33 goals. May have taken one off the nose. The trainer's given her a towel, applying some pressure there along the bridge of the nose. Let's hope Chloe Green is okay and can return. Bobcats will have a free kick. Yeah, it is Chloe Green who came off for Saddleback. Long free kick again. That was Summer Hackett from the far right, from the far side. Put that right on goal. Maxey had to tip it up over the top of the crossbar. Alexis Wright did the same thing from the other side in the first half. Those long distance shots that are carrying with uncanny accuracy. Corner is knocked out to midfield by Santiago Canyon on a run. But Saddleback gets back defensively and is able to knock it out of bounds. Summer Hackett running that down. Was in a foot race with Alyssa Marino there, number 20 for Santiago Canyon, their leading goal scorer. As we mentioned, Saddleback is unbeaten in their last 26 games, a streak that goes back to November 4th, 2022, a span of 370 days, a year and 5 days. And that loss, their last loss, came to Santiago Canyon. November 4th, 2022, 1-0 Santiago Canyon. From there, Saddleback rattled off multiple victories en route to the state championship and the national championship in the United Soccer Coaches Association poll, and have not lost since November 4th, 2022. They're 18-0-1, the only blemish on their record, a 2-2 draw with Cyprus in the opening game of Orange Empire Conference play back in September. Since then, the Bobcats have rattled off 12 straight victories and have not allowed a goal in the last 600 and, well, almost 650 minutes now. But Santiago Canyon right there in this, only the own goal, long shot right at Maxey. That was Pua from about 30 yards out. And the Hawks just one offensive push away from leveling this, looking for the equalizer. Sanchez gets it over the left-hand sideline. Centering pass. Looked like they were trying to get it to Aguila. Much better offensive cohesion for Santiago Canyon since about the 40-minute mark of the first half, when they got two good shots on goal in the last few minutes of the first half and trail because of that own goal in the 16th minute. So it is 1-0, Saddleback leads. Saddleback in their home, Cardinal and Gold, going right to left here in the second half. Santiago Canyon in the white with the black trim, going left to right. Sanchez tried to get it into the left-hand corner. Goes into touch. It'll be goal kick for the Bobcats. Sanchez trying to get it to Alyssa Marino. Throw in. Ball didn't go over the end line. It went out by the flag. Alyssa Sims will throw it in. Sends it upfield. Headed out of bounds there. The Hawks will throw it back in quickly. Pua heads it. Sanchez gets it around a couple of Saddleback defenders. Oh, the ball comes free in the box. Alyssa Marino had a shot at it, but it got kicked back out towards the top of the 6-yard box, cleared by Saddleback. They prevented Aguila from getting a shot off there, but it came free. Santiago Canyon keeping the pressure on, looking like a different team than they did in the first 35, 40 minutes of the first half when it was all Saddleback pressure offensively. Angelina Nieto trying to work around the left side. Nice job defensively by Jordan Lemastre there. Ball blasted up over the top of the goal. Goal kick for Santiago Canyon. Definitely a powerhouse program in Orange Empire Conference and Southern California Region Women's Community College Soccer. Won or shared, I believe it's 15 of the last 17 since 2004 Orange Empire Conference titles under Coach Ian Woodhead. Saddleback clinched this year's, snapping that run of Santiago Canyon's winning or tying for the conference championship, as the Bobcats will take this year's conference championship outright, regardless of the outcome today. I am Mark Spen. Thank you for joining us here on the Saddleback College Department of Cinema, Television, and Radio live stream on YouTube. Chief engineer, producer, director, Matt Brodet, cameraman Skip Rocks, bringing this action to you. Sanchez gets one from the right-hand side. A little bit too much weight on that one. High and away goal kick. But again, Santiago Canyon getting into the Saddleback penalty area with angles to shoot, something they did not do until there were about 5 to 7 minutes left in the first half. And Maradzai heads that back towards midfield, ends up going into touch, throw in for the Hawks, who continue to pressure. as we get under 36 minutes to go here in the second half. As I've mentioned, countdown clock in community college soccer, where the clock starts at 45 and goes down. You may be more familiar with the international professional version of the clock going from 0 up to 45 and then from 45 to 90 in the second half. Community college, it starts at 45 in each half and goes down to 2 minutes. Clock will stop on the scoreboard at 2 minutes in the last 2 minutes of regulation, and any stoppage time kept by referee Nathan Max on the field. A little bit of a push here. Chloe Green back in the game after being shaken up. Chloe dribbles to the middle of the field looking for her 34th goal. Leading the state with her 33 right now, but the Hawks do a nice job turning away that effort. There's a ball into the box, but Nieto can't get it. The long pass from Summer Hackett, I believe, a little bit too strong, and Maxie comes off the goal line. Hawks will set up for a free kick at midfield, looking to continue the pressure. Lamastra drives it towards the top of the box where it's knocked around and the Hawks come away with it. This time Saddleback gets a little break up the middle. Nice little give and go with Chloe Green running along the right-hand sideline. She's got Emma Radzai on the left-hand side who started that break. Santoyo, Chloe Green gets tripped there. They'll have a foul, and the Bobcats will get set up for a free kick with a chance to do some damage here as we're under 34 minutes to go here in the second half. 1-0, Saddleback leads Santiago Canyon. Shadows now encompassing most of the field here on another beautiful day in South Orange County. Game time temperature was 77 degrees. It's cooled off a little bit in the shade, but still just a perfect afternoon for a football match. Wind may have picked up a little bit. It's from the north with the Santa Ana winds we're having here in Southern California the last couple of days, which means it's blowing left to right. It's at Santiago Canyon's back as they go towards the south goal on the right. Chloe Green on the free kick. Gets through the Santiago Canyon wall, but well left of the goal. No harm done there. And the Hawks turn away the Bobcats yet again. Our only score of this game, an own goal. Santiago Canyon, 16th minute, had a crossing pass by Saddleback's Summer Hackett to bounce off the hip of a Santiago Canyon defender into the goal to give Saddleback the 1-0 lead, and we remain at that with 32 and a half to go here in the second half of this Orange Empire Conference regular season finale. Aguila has a nice little run up to Marino on the left-hand side. She makes a nice move back to the middle, tries to find someone at the top of the box. A little bit too much oomph on that pass. Aguila wasn't moving towards the goal. Marino's pass was. Saddleback's able to send it back across midfield now. Emma Radzai makes a move to the middle. If Nieto had been able to hold on to that, she might have been able to split the defenders. Pass came in a little hot on a hop, and Santiago Canyon was able to turn it away. I believe the flag was up for offside. Yeah, the flag was up for offside. They got Nieto a little bit ahead. Marisco put it into play on the free kick after the offside. Alexa Livingstone sends it up. Chloe Green trying to chase it down in a foot race. Nice job there by Kiera Hanna. Somehow Chloe Green got it back and got a shot off. but it went right at Maxey, who makes the save. Crystal Maxey doing a fine job in goal. Here's a pass up ahead. Left-footed attempt. It's off of the hands of Crystal Maxey and goes in and makes the back of the net cords dance for the score. Angelina Nieto got the leading pass, managed to control it, got the left footer off. Maxey came off the goal line, tipped it with her hand, deflects high into the air and bounces in on the far post on the ground side. Score for Saddleback to take a 2-0 lead. The side of the net cords dancing a little as the shot from Angelina Nieto. Score. Freshman out of Long Beach Millikan High School. 2-0 Saddleback in the 61st minute. Santiago Canyon. Foul there. Bobcats turn away the Hawks. Now with the 2-0 lead. That's the 5th goal of the season for Angelina Nieto. Summer Hackett, the assist, made a nice leading pass for Angelina Nieto to lead to Nieto's 5th goal of the season and a 2-0 lead here for Saddleback in the 61st minute. Saddleback 2, Santiago Canyon 0. Summer Hackett with the assist. Her 8th assist on the season for Summer Hackett. Sophomore defender out of San Juan Hills High School. Nieto able to get a good solid boot on that. Left foots it with enough steam to go through the hands of Summer Maxey, who came out to cut down the angle. Got her hand on it, deflected it into the air, but it just went straight up and then bounced just inside the far post into the net cords for the score. 2-0 Saddleback. Alyssa Sims sends it upfield. Another lead pass to Nieto. She's running well down the right side. Tries to get it back to Chloe Green, who's still coming after it. Santiago Canyon's got to be careful there. They almost didn't come out aggressively enough to get on that loose ball in the penalty area, and Chloe Green was coming at full speed to try and get a boot on it. Picks up a foul going for it, but it was close to being disaster for Santiago Canyon there. They were a little slow to respond to what was a free ball. Nieto tries to chase it down. Hannah with the challenge over there. And the Bobcats will have a throw-in with Alyssa Sims coming to try and put one into scoring position. There's the long throw. Pua tried to get up and get ahead on it, and it's knocked out nicely there. I believe that was Mariscal who got the clearing foot on it. I believe the Bobcats were offside anyway. So Mariscal will take the kick as we're under 26 minutes to go here in the second half. 2-0 Saddleback. Driscoll trying to find an avenue to set something up. Put the ball into the Saddleback end. It's across midfield now. Alexis Wright knocked it into touch. Goes into touch again. Another throw in for the Hawks, who are looking to try and get something on the board, trailing 2-0. Lamastra will take the throw in here. Tries to get it to the corner. We'll do rinse and repeat. Another throw in from about the same spot. Lamastra gets it in. This time it'll go off of the head of Chloe Campagne, McKenna Pua. Headed that out of bounds. So the Hawks will have a third straight throw in on the near sideline. They trail 2-0 with 24 minutes and 40 seconds remaining in the second half. An uphill climb for the Hawks. Little post-up move in the penalty area. Lamastra sends it to the left side of the 6-yard box. It's headed out there by Saddleback. Battle for the ball at the top of the box. Still a scrum for it. Little driving low shot there. Nice effort by Megan Lopez. Kind of have a knuckler effect on that one, but Dublin Senate stayed with it. Smothered it just in front of the near post. Radzai up the left side. Chloe Green tried to chase that one down. Goes off of Mariscal. Be a throw in for the Bobcats here on the near sideline, looking to add to the 2-0 lead. Alexis Wright. Nice footwork there. Lopez did a nice job of staying with her. Another throw in for the Bobcats. We'll see if they bring Alyssa Sims or Pua in for this throw in. Yeah, it'll be Alyssa Sims. She takes these typically when they're parallel or inside of the top of the penalty box. Almost like a corner kick. She gets good loft and touch on these. Ball's headed around and out. Santiago Canyon had that well marked. No opportunities for the Bobcats. Battle for it in the corner over there. Christina Santoyo is going to get called for the foul. Elise Valenzuela doing a nice job keeping Santoyo from turning the corner and moving towards the goal box. Now here's a run for, once again, they just can't get free space for Alyssa Marino, and Saddleback turns it into an opportunity going the other way. Santiago Canyon smartly knocks it into touch, so the Bobcats will have to throw it in. Santiago Canyon slowed that break. You can see they're trying to get Alyssa Marino, their leading goal scorer, some space, but Saddleback has done a nice job preventing that. Substitution. Daniela Yara coming back in for Alexa Livingstone. Free substitution, unlimited re-entry in community college soccer. Santoyo takes the throw in. Lopez, nope. Alexis Wright sent it back in towards the top of the box. It's headed around there. Chloe Green gets a little bit of a boot on it. Couldn't stay on balance as she was trying to hit that one out of midair. Long lead pass down the right sideline. Alexis Wright will chase that one down. In a battle for it over there with Salinas. Salinas kicks it off of Alexis Wright, and it goes into touch for another throw-in for the Hawks with 20 minutes and 30 seconds to go here in the second half. Saddleback 2, Santiago Canyon 0. Time running out on the Hawks, but they've got a throw-in. They get it into the penalty area, but the Bobcats get it out and now come forward with it. Emma Radzai sends a long lead pass. Chloe Green trying to chase that one down. Mariscal will beat her to it. Mariscal does a nice job of sending it back upfield. Valenzuela, referee Nathan Mack says play on. Challenge over there on the far sideline. We've got a card. I don't know who referee Nathan Max is awarding that to. It may be on Summer Hackett for too aggressive of a tackle late on the challenge over there on Alyssa Marino on the run down the left-hand side. We'll have to see the official score if that was indeed 23 Summer Hackett who picked up the foul. My guess is that it was. Hawks move quickly on the free kick. Saddleback was ready. Marino again on the left sideline. Hackett again on the challenge. Marino trying to turn the corner. Hackett will knock it into touch. Should be a corner for the Santiago Canyon Hawks with 19 minutes to play, trailing 2-0. Working hard to get Alyssa Marino involved offensively. Jordan Lamastra will take the free kick, or excuse me, the corner kick. Freshman out of Roosevelt High School in Eastvale. Low liner sent back out by Yara. Lamastra will clear it to the other side of the field. Saddleback will take it there up the left-hand side. If they can chase it down, they've got space, but it goes into touch. Another throw-in. Yara tried to elude a couple defenders, but it goes right into a long shot attempt right at Dublin Sinnott. The Hawks have got to get shots off and, towards the goal, so Jordan Salinas can't falter for that. She had space, and she got good velocity on it. It was just right at Dublin Sinnott, who raked it in, and Saddleback goes the other way. Yara marked over there nicely by Ruiz. Sanchez trying to go down the left-hand side. Challenged by Hackett there. Crossing pass will come up short. Saddleback sends it back toward the midfield. The Saddleback Crows flying over the field. Something that the Saddleback College campus. Long shot, there it goes, score! Makes the back of the net dance. What a gorgeous shot from distance. Jordan Salinas from distance. She just had a look a couple of minutes ago, if that. It went right at Dublin Sinnott this time. She got a perfectly placed shot over Sinnott and into the right-hand side. Makes the back of the net dance. Score for Santiago Canyon. First goal allowed by Saddleback in, I'm doing the math, 679 minutes, folks. Wow. What a shot, what a score. It's now 2-1. Seventh goal of the season for Jordan Salinas, the sophomore from Corona. As they say, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. And Salinas got off back-to-back shots, and the second one in the span of about a minute and a half found the back of the net, put the Hawks on the board. Just a goal away from the equalizer now. And we've still got 15 minutes and change to play here in the second half. 2-1 now, Saddleback. The 2-0 lead cut to 2-1 on the goal by Jordan Salinas in the 73rd minute. Radzai and Santiago, middle of the field. Good lead pass up ahead. There's Maxey, came off the line nicely. Kept Nieto from getting her second goal of the game. Radzai again down the left side. She's got Chloe Green to her left. She lost the high shot that's just over the top of the crossbar. Radzai from distance tried to float one over the top of Maxey, but had a little bit too much on it. It's a goal kick for Santiago Canyon as we're under 14 and a half to play. Saddleback 2, Santiago Canyon 1. Things have gotten very interesting. You may have seen it in your picture, the crows flying across the field, the Saddleback College campus. That's something in the late afternoons. There's a large contingent, I don't know what you call a herd of crows, but there's a whole bunch of them that are roosting in the area of the Saddleback College campus, and they make their presence well known in the late afternoon. You can see them and you can hear them, and they just did a flyby. You know, they did a flyover on College Drive East. And right about the time that they were flying over is when Jordan Salinas rocketed one into the back of the net for the score to make it 2-1. I guess it's appropriate that birds were flying over when the Hawks got their goal. I know that was too obvious, but I couldn't resist. 13 and a half to play. Saddleback 2, Santiago Canyon 1. Hawks with a throw in here on the near sideline. Lamastra waiting for the okay from referee Nathan Max. He says, we're ready, let's do this. Ball headed around in the corner, a little bit of a free ball there, but it ends up going to Dublin Senate. Samantha Aguila made a nice move to get into space, but the ball just eluded her and made its way to Senate, who gobbled it up and puts it out near midfield. Santiago sends it over to Livingstone. She puts it up the right side. Summer Hackett's attempt is knocked into touch. It'll be a throw-in for the Bobcats in front of the Santiago Canyon bench. Coach Ian Woodhead up, directing his defense. Hackett sends it down the right-hand side. Little battle for it there. The flag comes up. Have a push on the Bobcats. Santiago Canyon wasting no time, puts it back into play. Headed around. Santiago trying to come away with it for Saddleback. Sanchez comes away with it for Santiago Canyon. Now it's deflected around and goes back to Maxey. She sends it out middle of the field. Radzile headed over to Livingstone. Sanchez will beat her to it. Now Livingstone comes over and challenges. Nice work by Sanchez over there. It'll be a Santiago Canyon throw-in. Alyssa Marino that ball comes clear over to Radzai. She tries to get it to Chloe Green. Green can't get free. Good defense there. Hannah sends it back to Maxey, who sends it to midfield, but there's McKenna Pua for Saddleback to come in and cut it off on the run. Can't quite keep it in. Another throw in for Santiago Canyon. Under 11 to play here in the second half. Saddleback 2, Santiago Canyon 1. Good action here. Two of the top teams in Southern California. Number 1 ranked nationally, state, clinched conference champions, Saddleback, against longtime Orange Empire Conference power Santiago Canyon. Also a force to be reckoned with in the Southern California Regionals, which start next week. I believe they will announce the playoff draw either Saturday or Sunday. There are play-in games midweek, Wednesday and Thursday, I believe, and then first round action. Higher seeded teams will host games on Saturday, the 18th. And then Tuesday the 21st, Saturday the 25th, and then you have at Mount Sac December 1st and 3rd, the championships, the 3C2A. Long way to go before we get to those, though. Right now we've got to finish the last 10 minutes, 9 minutes and 40 seconds and counting. Saddleback leads 2-1. Ball knocked out of play, recovered. Hawks don't want to waste any time. Bobcats send it back into the Hawks' end. Bounces around off of multiple players. Chloe Green has a knack for kicking those out of midair. Tried to get a better boot on it. Couldn't quite get it solidly. Livingstone, nice challenge over on the far side. And Saddleback sends it back into the Hawks' end. Good job by Marlene Ruiz there to come away with it for the Hawks. Alyssa Sims will let that one roll over the end line. Be a goal kick for the Bobcats. 8.5 now. 8 minutes, 30 seconds to go in the second half here at Saddleback Stadium, College Drive East, home of the defending national champion, Saddleback Bobcats. Undefeated this season, 18-0-1 against an outstanding Santiago Canyon team, 14-2-3. Foul on the Hawks. Free kick for Saddleback as we get under 8 minutes now on the countdown clock. We're in the 83rd minute. Probably have a few minutes of stoppage time. We had a little bit of an injury timeout when Chloe Green had to come off. Chloe's okay and been back in the game. Santiago Canyon player just limped off on the Saddleback side, where the Saddleback training staff is going to see, I believe that's Jordan Salinas, who scored their goal, and she's up on the table there on the Saddleback bench, the training staff attending to her. Free substitution in for Jordan. Hopefully she can return. Saddleback trying to get control of it at midfield. Sanchez came over again, did a nice job. Lamastra sends it in. Saddleback comes away with it. Christina Santoyo a little tentative with that one. Chloe Green heads it nicely over to Emma Radzai in a foot race for it, trying to out-wrestle Santiago Canyon's Kiara Hanna for the ball there. And the Hawks send it out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Bobcats. Let's see which way the flag is pointing. BJ McNichol thinks that should be a Saddleback throw-in, but no one is sure, including me. All right, it is Santiago Canyon throw-in. Substitution came on for Lamastra. That was the hold-up. Substitutions were coming on. And now Sanchez has got it, trying to find space along the right-hand side. She sends it up to a runner, Aguila, on the right-hand sideline, but it goes into touch. It'll be throw in for the Bobcats. Sophia Drake chasing it down as we're under 6 minutes now. 5 minutes and 50 seconds and counting. Saddleback 2, Santiago Canyon 1. Good action here in this Orange Empire Conference finale. Two teams headed into the Southern California Regional of the 3C2A playoffs starting next week. Santoyo wins that ball, but then the Bobcats can't convert. Sanchez been in a lot of the right places today. She gets it over to De Torres. I believe that was Aubrey Bryant, number 32 in the game for Santiago Canyon, to send that down into the corner. Bobcats will have a throw in their own end as we hit the 5-minute mark. Green sends it up the right side. Goes off of Angelina Nieto for a throw in for the Hawks, who quickly put it back into the Saddleback end. Scrum for the ball there. Sanchez comes between players and wins it. Got a little room in the middle, gets into the box, taken down there. No foul given, goes off of Santiago Canyon. Throw in for the Bobcats near the far corner. 4.5 to play. Saddleback 2, Santiago Canyon 1. 4 minutes, 20 seconds. Little errant pass gets away from Santiago Canyon, and Chloe Green sends it back into the Hawks' end, into touch. Another throw in for Santiago Canyon. Mariscal. There will be a rinse and repeat throw in again. Sanchez pirouettes and sends it back to midfield. Hannah sends it in. Bobcats send it back. Chloe Green left foots it out of midair. Challenge there hard between Nieto and Hannah. No whistle either way. Ball comes to the Hawks now. Free kick down into the Bobcats' end. We're under 3 minutes. Well, we're just at 3 minutes on the throw-in here by Santiago Canyon. 3 minutes to go. 2-1 Saddleback. Santiago Canyon doing everything they can to get the equalizer. Trying to level this up at 2. Saddleback trying to extend the 12-game winning streak. They tied their very first game of the Orange Empire Conference this year, 2-2 with Cyprus. Since then have rattled off 12 straight victories and had not allowed a goal for 679 minutes until Jordan Salinas scored in the 71st minute. Long lead pass up to Angelina Nieto. She can't quite get enough of a boot on it at the top of the 6-yard box and sends it over the end line. No danger of putting that one in the net, but a good run, a good lead-up pass. Could have been the clincher, but the Hawks turn her away. She was well marked as she came into scoring area. Santoyo, Mariscal. Santoyo tries to send it up to Radzai, a little bit too heavy on the pass. Alyssa Sims heads it back towards midfield. Santoyo takes a hard shot right there, right in the head. Collision with Sanchez. It was 28, excuse me, not 20. It was McKenna Pua in the collision there. BJ McNichols wondering why there was not a card given on that. And referee Max is explaining that it was not a malicious, deliberate kind of a thing. It was just a mid-air collision, more of a push. No card, free kick. Clock is stopped under 2 minutes now, so we are under the last 2 minutes of regulation. Time being kept on the field by referee Nathan Max, who does show Sanchez a card. That was interesting that there was this long conversation as if Nathan Max was explaining why a card was not given to BJ McNichol. And then Nathan Max walked a good 20 yards over to where Sheila Sanchez was and held up the yellow card. Either way, it's a free kick for the Bobcats. And we are in that zone where the time is being kept on the field. So we'll see. There should be a little bit of stoppage time. See if we can spy that from referee Max as Sophia Drake takes the free kick, gets into it down the left-hand side. Good fight for it there. Angelina Nieto. Chloe Green making good moves but can't get any forward progress. Turns around and comes the other way. Thought about sending it across the field. Now she does, but can't quite get it clear. And Alyssa Marino intercepted. And here come the Hawks looking for that equalizer. Good footwork there by Aguila. She drops it off behind her to Marino, sends it in, headed out nicely there by Alyssa Sims. Long, stray shot by the Hawks, probably more of just an attempt to get a runner. And it'll be a goal kick for Saddleback, as we must be approaching the start of stoppage time. Again, there's no way for us to tell exactly, but I am watching referee Nathan Max carefully to see if he gives up a finger sign to indicate how many minutes of added time there will be. Throw in for the Bobcats. They lead 2-1, trying to preserve the win in the waning moments. Nice crossing pass there. Livingstone's got room on the right-hand side. Puts one into the penalty area, but there's no Saddleback runners. Maxey comes over and picks it up right on the edge of the box. And there's still time for the Hawks to make a run here. As whatever stoppage time has been added, we are more than likely into. Chloe Green trying to turn the corner. Aubrey Bryant's not going to let her. Chloe now doing a nice job of using the clock on the sideline, but the Hawks come away with it now. Ball comes back to Saddleback. Santiago Canyon's got to get a push. Foul given there. Emiradzai colliding with Kira Hanna. Looks like Radzai may have taken the worst of that one. Comes up a little bit wobbly, but looks like she will come off and Emery Simus will come back on. Free kick away for Santiago Canyon, and you have to wonder if this might be the last push before Nathan Marks blows the whistle. Sanchez sends it up the far left side and headed out by the Bobcats, throwing it midfield for Santiago Canyon. They need one for the equalizer. Throw in now, went off of the Hawks. Bobcats will throw it in their own end. They'll run down the right-hand side. There's room. Two defenders back. Nieto couldn't get clear. Santiago Canyon loses it at midfield, however, so it'll be another throw-in for the Bobcats. And Santiago Canyon's got to get back into the Saddleback end. Alyssa Sims will take the throw-in. Maisie Kasberg comes on. For Saddleback, replacing Nieto. Headed into touch. Bobcats will have another throw in. Nathan Max, referee, quick glance at his watch. Play continues. Foul on the Bobcats. May have been a handball there outside of the top of the box. Long pass down the sideline. Marino heads it there, trying to keep it in play, and does. She'll be met over there in that corner once again by Summer Hackett. Left-footed by Marino. Well off target, trying to get something going towards a crossing pass, but couldn't get enough inward action on the ball, and it goes well behind the nets. Goal kick for Saddleback. Time has got to be almost out here in stoppage time. Ruiz drops it off to Sanchez. Sanchez, oh, nice challenge there. Beautiful job by Livingstone to knock that away out of bounds. Throw in for Santiago Canyon. And I keep thinking this has got to be the last push that is going to be in stoppage time. Santiago Canyon making the most of this one, getting some pressure in the box, but once again, Saddleback knocks it away. Holding on to that 2-1 lead in the final moments, out to midfield, goes off of Kasperg, out of bounds, throw in, and there it is. The final whistle from Nathan Max comes after that ball went out of bounds, and your final score here, the Orange Empire Conference champion, undefeated Saddleback Bobcats 2, Santiago Canyon 1, the runners-up in the Orange Empire Conference. 2 excellent teams. Both will get good seedings in the playoffs, more than likely. We'll find out this weekend when the playoff brackets for the southern region are announced. Saddleback remains undefeated on the season, #1 rated in the state, #1 ranked in the United Soccer Coaches Association poll, junior college level 3 nationally, 19-0-1, undefeated for the last 370 days. Saddleback wins it 2-1, an own goal and a goal from Angelina Nieto. Jordan Salinas with the goal for Santiago Canyon in the 71st minute to make it very interesting. But there's our final score once again here at Saddleback Stadium. The Bobcats close out the regular season, finish an undefeated run through the regular season. Final score here, Saddleback 2, Santiago Canyon 1. For Matt Brodet and Skip Rocks, I am Mark Spin. Thank you for joining us. We hope to have some more games for you in the playoffs here on the Saddleback CTVR YouTube channel. Have a great Thursday night.